If you're like me, you've been seeing these reels all over your feed lately. And I don't know what it is, but something about them, it wakes something deep inside of me, like I'm a sleeper agent, finally activated. It takes me back to a time where we used to wake up with Eggos and music videos still on fucking MTV. What happened to that? We used to ride bikes and cause chaos all afternoon, then ended the night in the basement, playing Xbox, Jackass 2, American Pie, Talladega Nights. To us, those were masterpieces. Our generation's Kubricks. A beefy 5-layer burrito and a Monster energy drink felt like a meal fit for a king. The hours we spent exploring San Andreas, or all the 1v1s on Halo, you knew who was good and who wasn't. We made music with real fucking instruments, screaming at the world, even if we didn't fully understand why yet. And somewhere along the way, it feels like we lost it. That really was the golden age of white boys. So, what made this time feel so different? Simple. Everything was still real. This was our last true cultural experience before we were overtaken. I can still feel the warm summer sun leaking through those blinds onto my skin, waking me up to the first day of summer break. And the first thing I did wasn't grab a phone. Nah, man. I ran over to my older brother, woke him up. We'd run into the kitchen and grab a Pop-Tart, sprint outside just to see what we could get into that day. Maybe we were launching our bikes off some terrible ramp that we made from milk cartons and a couple 2x4s, or practicing WWE moves on each other, even though we knew we probably shouldn't be. And the crazy part is, our culture at the time reflected that kind of energy. Everything felt raw, unfiltered, a little chaotic. I mean, Jackass was a box office hit. We had so much angst against the system. And looking back now, you can see why. We had to deal with 9/11, the '08 crash. It was a crazy time. So, we're not taking it easy. Nah, man, fuck that. We're trying to live. And yeah, people looked at that lifestyle and thought it was a little reckless, a little dangerous. But really, we were just kids, trying to squeeze everything we could out of life, with our brothers right beside us. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go over to my aunt's house all the time. She was the only person I knew who had the internet back then. And to me, it felt like this hidden world, like some kind of digital underground. My cousins would show me all kinds of random shit they found on YouTube. Charlie the Unicorn, anybody? They showed me how to burn music onto CDs. We would fill up so many binders, like we're building the greatest mixtape of all time. Sometimes we'd hop on Xbox Live and get absolutely destroyed by some dude across the country, talking crazy about our mamas the whole time. And bet your ass we talk crazy right back. Log off, eat dinner, then stay up all night watching Adult Swim, laughing at the dumbest shit. That was the beauty of it. Like, yeah, we were online, but there was still this perfect balance. So the internet, it really didn't replace anything. It just added to it. I feel like when we see these old clips, it's more than just nostalgia. I don't even think that's the right word for it. Nostalgia is supposed to feel light and fluffy, something you smile at and just move on from. But this actually feels different. Like it hits you for a second. Personally, it makes me feel like I took a body hook from a prime Tyson We're not just remembering what things looked like, we're remembering how they used to be. Like that version of us, filming dumb videos with our friends. We were all just experiencing life. We listened to the same music, watched the same movies, told the same stupid jokes. You could say one line from Step Brothers, and everybody knew exactly what you meant. No explanation was needed. We were all still tapped into the same shit. And now, I don't know, man. It just feels like that part is gone. Now everyone has a special feed that's designed just for them. Yeah, we have more access now, which is great. But somehow it feels more isolating. Like we're sitting in the dark, just waiting for the light to come on. I think that's why these clips hit so hard. Because they show us a time before attention became currency. Before everything around us was just designed to keep us watching, scrolling, waiting for something new. Back then, you actually got bored. And that's kind of a good thing, because boredom forced you to go live your life. Go find something to do, bro. Now, you never have to be bored again. And somehow, that might be the problem. Because what replaced it wasn't connection, it was consumption. Endless, personalized, perfectly tailored consumption. A feed built just for you, your humor, your interests, your beliefs, your own little bubble. And at first, it felt amazing. But over time, that world got smaller, quieter, more isolated. Now you can sit in a room full of people and everybody's somewhere else. Heads down, scrolling through different realities. We call it connection, but it doesn't feel like that. And maybe the craziest part is, no one planned for it to end up like this. The age of information was supposed to bring us closer together. But somehow it did the opposite. And now we're left trying to find meaning in a world that feels more artificial than ever. Not because it isn't real, but because we're not really living in it anymore. And we were never given the time to adapt. And maybe that's why it feels so strange. Because the world that we remember, it didn't actually disappear. The sun still comes up. Summer still feels like fucking summer. Your friends are still out there somewhere. But the way that we live in this world, now that has changed. Somewhere along the way, we stopped being a part of the moment and started watching it instead. Like we're afraid it doesn't count unless someone else sees it too. But back then, none of that shit mattered. It was still real because that's all we had. And maybe that's the part that's been missing this whole time. Not the world, not the people, just the way we show up in it. But I don't think it's gone forever. I think that's why these reels make us all feel like this. Because we know that we can accomplish so much more, that we're capable of doing this, and all we have to do is start fucking doing it again.